Here we go, 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 here we go. What's going on, everybody? This is the Blockchain Backer bringing you the latest cryptocurrency news and analysis. And how are you guys doing? Looks like we've already got about 100 people in here, and that's cool. That's cool. Hey, so what do you guys think about that breakout already? It was just last Friday we were talking about shaking out with stop losses, and then yesterday we kind of broke it down to look at it, and hey, there you go. It's right back up. So hey, let's take a look at it real quick. What do you know, man? I'm telling you, man, we see this stuff all the time when it's in a grind up. All the time. Hey, what's going on, guys? I see y'all in the chat. But yesterday, I mean, it's almost like this is just a thing of the past and a baby move at this time, right? But yesterday, it was like the world was burning when that 1 minute. Let's look at it on the 1 minute. Look at this thing. Come on, you could do it, TradingView. There you go. 1 minute, 2 minute, $300 gone, and then well, right back at it. So I hope you guys got a chance to watch that and understand that this is really just all stop losses. So anytime you see something like this, there's going to be traders who are going to get into it and then just set all their stops right along the stuff. And then once they get kind of a key break, it just lets loose. And that's why it only took 1 minute, or probably, I couldn't even watch it live like by the second, right? But I'm sure it only took 1 second for it to actually break down, and that's simply because it's like writing a computer program. It just automatically triggers things to occur. So cool. Hey, can you guys hear me okay? Let me get a what's up in the chat. Make sure I can hear you guys. See, I see you all writing in there. Oh yeah, all my new members have got to acknowledge you guys, right? I'm new to this. I need to say hi to. Oh, I see all my mods too. I'm sorry, guys. I haven't acknowledged any of you yet. I will get to you. I will get to you. Okay, cool. You guys can all hear me just fine. That is wonderful. So, obviously, some big news for my channel was that I got that message from YouTube that I've got the memberships. And like anybody who ever does any type of live streaming or any type of like content creation, that's kind of like the end goal that you like hope to one day reach. And like for me, that's like a huge milestone. And I'm not blind to what has occurred in the community over the last 6 months or whatever. But that's not me. That was other stuff that happened. And you know what? I'm gonna celebrate this because man, this was awesome. So here we go. Let's go ahead and go on through the chat and say what's up to a bunch of people. Then I want to acknowledge my first members because that was so cool. Let me see here. All right, Joseph Emmons, what's going on, man? My mods, where are you? Owen, Eric Reamer. Hi guys. Participation trophy wife. Oh, there's so many of you guys in here. I'm so sorry. I can't get to all of you so fast. Let me do the right thing, right? I need to acknowledge all these new people who like signed up to be members. And you know what? I'm using some new streaming software right now. So I'm praying I'm praying it'll work. Like it's supposed to send notifications on the screen when stuff happens, so I hope that it does. But let me say what's up to my hodlers. I had two people who became hodlers today, and that is Joseph Emmons and XRP Phoenix or XR Phoenix. Thank you guys so much. And then just like an army of backers came on in, guys. I'm so thankful for just supporting me and my content and everything that I'm really grateful, and I'm also grateful to all the people who just watch my videos and you just hit that like button or you just write a nice comment. Trust me, that's great and I'm appreciative for you and that's fantastic. Thank you. But all the people that became members or backers, I've got Mr. K, Shane Wilson, Wigmapool, Susie Kusia, Dual Citizen, David Devine, Mr. VH, Iosif Marias Dumitru, Linda Lepian, Christopher Gao, Dustin Dippo, David R, Paul Zaras, Stuart Niven, Chris Long, Doc Gold, B. Snowden, and Bobby D. Thank you guys. I'm very grateful for your support. in this adventure that I've been on, and it has been a wild one. I could have never expected it to get to this level uh, like this. It's a really weird adjustment. So, man, we got to get into some TA, huh? But man, I want to check out the chat and see what you guys are saying. Everybody's talking about, I see a lot of moving average stuff talking there, 30 cent talking there. Or of course about XRP, right? Um, all right, so that's what we'll do. We'll start off right there in XRP. Greetings from Germany. Love your work. Thank you so much, George. All right. Oh yeah, look at those emojis. Susie Casilla rocking it. There you go. Woohoo. All right. So, all right, the big one, right? I've got this zoomed in. I'm telling you, I'm doing this just for you guys. It drives me nuts to be this zoomed in on the screen, but I do have to like respect you guys and that like most of you are watching me on a cell phone, right? So I've got to like, respect that and remember that. So, let's look at XRP, right? It could go either way. And I know you hate to hear that, right? But I mean, hopefully you guys have been following me for several months. If you were with me back in November and December, it was all talk about accumulation in here. And obviously we've been in the grind up. You can see all the different levels where day traders would have set in stop losses, right? So it would make logical sense that, they go stop loss hunting at some point. So I wouldn't be shocked by it if it happened. I also wouldn't be shocked if it just went ahead and moved up to 30 cents right now. So that's why I can't be, too decisive on, calling a short-term move. I know a lot of people want me to call a short-term move. They want me to give a timing prediction. I just can't give you a timing prediction or those short-term moves. Uh, because it can go either way, right? We're talking about a low amount of liquidity, and single entities can move the prices if they choose to when it comes to these smaller things. So really, we've been looking more at the big time frames, and that's why we were buying so hard, or I was buying so hard down there in that 18 to 19 cent range, because I haven't even really talked about it much in a couple of weeks that, XRP had done that 95% pullback. It made all the logical sense in the world to just go for it, to take the shot at it at that price. And so far it's paying off. So to call any like really short-term volatility in between, just really hard to do, real hard to do. But, that I've kind of beaten it like a dead horse at this point. Either it's going to come back down in here, and that's the buy opportunity. And look at that. Okay, I want you to remember this because I watched it. I watched yesterday. I just paid attention to the sentiment. This right here, that move right there, brought negative sentiment out like crazy. Okay, like crazy. Like it's been so nice. It's been so nice in the comment section since January 24th. Like it has been really cool. And then suddenly it went nuts right there. So we look at all these stop losses, right? And we have this potential price target right down here, right in this region, right here between 21 and 22 cents, where I would expect that if we don't go break 30 cents right now, that we would come back down in there. And so you're gonna have to be prepared right out the gates before that ever could happen, that you would be prepped. That you would not, and I'm not saying like you need to be prepped to buy it, but I'm just saying emotionally prepped, um, and not be disappointed. Maybe have a plan, right? And that's what I always do, right? So like, if this thing fires off and goes to the moon, I'm prepped. I've got my bags full, but if it fires down there, I'll take that. In the way I'm going to think about that, if that happens, is I'm going to be sitting there thinking, this is the last opportunity. Hey, Drew, what's going on? Say hi to my mods. All right, so let me kind of go through the chat for a little bit here. Your knowledge, okay, Joseph Emmons, your knowledge is way better than mine, so I don't mind paying for that knowledge and supporting your channel. Thank you, sir. I appreciate it. Susie, let's see. All right, what is your height and weight? I'm not going to give that, but I mean, I'm tall and I don't know. I'm not overweight. I'm also not underweight. So there you go. Are we going to 1K for XRP? If we do, I won't be riding it that far. We'll be getting off the spaceship before then. Happy birthday, Backer. Well, it's not my birthday, but I think we all do know today is kind of like a really big celebratory day for anybody who does content creation to get to that point where you can get, subscriptions or members. It is a huge milestone for anybody. If I don't know how Twitch works anymore, but I used to be very familiar with Twitch, and people had to work, really, really hard to get to the point where they could get the subscribe button. And it was a huge celebration at that time. And I don't even know how you get to memberships on YouTube. I thought that you had to get to like 30,000 or something like that. And obviously, I'm nowhere near there. So it was just as shocking to me to see that YouTube had offered me that option. And just like any content creator, you take it with open arms. Christopher, go. Let's blow the 30, baby. I'm waiting, man. I can't wait. Look at all these emojis. Oh, and like the stream, everyone. Yes, please, likes. Michael Smart, glad to see your success. You're my favorite crypto influencer. Well, I don't know if I'm really an influencer, but I make YouTube videos. So thank you. Let's see. Richard Trofimov at Owen Insta liked. Thank you, sir. If PG beats, if Bitcoin corrects, XRP will too. Yeah, it's likely. There's been no doubt about it that XRP has been following the market during this move. Right now, it has started to show that it could be doing something slightly different in the fact that it has not retraced as far as the rest of the market. So, is it doing some type of consolidation, prepping for something? That sure is what it feels like. Christopher Cow, I'm watching on an Apple Watch. Can you stretch the screen a little? Are you serious, man? Can you actually do that? Greetings from Ireland. Thanks for all the info you provide in your channel. Oh, dude, that scared me. That's quite obnoxious, wasn't it? But I'll be honest with you, it's not obnoxious enough. I have something more obnoxious planned. And thank you so much for the 4.99 from XRP Rocks. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Let's see. Yeah, XRP, what's up, pal? Congrats on getting membership offers. Thank you so much. It really is like mind blowing. And mind you, I found out about this like on Saturday, I think, maybe Friday afternoon. Like I got it might have been Friday afternoon. I got the email, and I think I'd already posted my video for the day, and I was just like, oh man, what do I do? Maybe it was Saturday. I don't know. But it was just, I had to sit on it for a minute because I needed to make some emojis. Otherwise, I probably would have talked about it earlier, but I needed some emojis. Greeting from Islands. Thanks for the info from Joey. Hello from the United States. Total longs. Hit the like button, folks. From Van. Thank you. What happens to the XRP token when it has been used? It just keeps on going. I think a small amount of it goes burned. It will move in 3 minutes. Stream is down, BB. What? Stream is working fine. Thank you. Hey, Backer. Real stuff, man. Brilliant stuff. Thank you so much. It will be a great month. I think it will be a great month too. It could still consolidate. I don't sit here, down here, I was calling the bottom. No doubt about it. Go watch all my videos. I was freaking out, calling the bottom, buying, and it lasted a long time. And I had to practice, like when you're making videos for this long for 3 weeks, saying the same stuff, like, look, it's gonna do it. You start getting a lot of comments that are like, look, you're saying the same thing over and over again. I'm like, I know, I know. And then, you get up here and it's really easy just to keep calling up, right? But at this point, this is something where I say on short-term consolidation, either way, long term and like over the course of the next months, definitely way up. But I mean, if we're going to be talking like daily or weekly, like on 1 week or daily, you could go either way. We'll see. Let's see, watching through the window of my neighbor's apartment. Yeah, so somebody said it crashed for him. Yeah, I've been watching other live streams non-related to cryptocurrency. People have been dealing with issues. I think it's actually just a YouTube issue that's causing the problems. And then Olaf, what's up, bro? Greetings from Germany. Hey, what's going on, man? Does your YouTube have to do that manually? I think it's an automatic thing. A membership? Wait, what? Having a hard time understanding that, Peter. Does YouTube have to do that manually? I think that is an automatic thing, the membership, or I don't know. What is this about the 24th backer? Don't know, man. I never follow dates. Or Matthew, I don't know. I don't ever believe in any dates. XRBV bad speed chillin'. BB, you rock, bro. Thank you so much. You've been a supporter for a while. Thank you. Let's see. Check the MA 100 and MA 50 day. Sure. There you go. Yeah, I mean, it's getting really close to crossing. There's no doubt. I mean, we're just what I think it was like 3 days probably. One, two. It looks like they will probably get really close to meeting each other in 2 to 3 days. Tahoe Allen donated $5 through Super Chat. Oh, I've got to read your message. Okay. Sorry, guys. I'm new to this. When extra premiums, do you think it will kill some or all of the crap coins and possibly taking some of their market caps? I don't know. It's hard to know, right? I mean, what if the whole market kind of goes, right? Or, like if I was talked about that, some stuff can take off and then you have rotation, right? One thing goes, then another thing goes, then another thing goes while one thing cools off and you just get a lot of rotation. And that's what we've seen previously. And in particular, when we reached the very tip top of the bull market back in 2017, I'm trying to remember which one hit the top first. It was Litecoin that hit the top first, then Bitcoin, and then it was like a week or two later, it was XRP, and then like a week after that, it was Ethereum. So you start getting a lot of rotation there near the end. So when you reach end cycle, while some stuff may chill out and do nothing for a long time, eventually it does get pumped, right? Because so many people have so much profits at that point, they'll start pumping other things. At least that's what we saw in 2017. So hey, Tahoe Allen, thank you for the $5. I really, really appreciate it. Martin Shishkov, do you think we could see 4 digits in the future? I have absolutely no way to do technical analysis to forecast that prediction. So I go completely data driven on anything on my channel. It's always talking about data and what I can draw out. So I try to refrain from doing anything that is super speculative in regards to forecasting if I can't at least make something work on the chart. And I mean, I've got a lot of real wild and wacky ways I can draw things that would extend it out beyond 200. But 200 is really stretching it, really stretching it. And then to get up into 500, I mean, you've got to believe in a Hail Mary miracle from a technical perspective. Now, I know a lot of people are going to think, yeah, but there's going to be utility that's going to drive it. There's going to be, all these other things that drive the price, and you can't, use technical analysis to really forecast it. And I can understand what you're saying, but everything that I talk about on my channel, I stick it strictly to what I can measure. So with a question like, do I think it could get to 4 digits? I can't mathematically make it do it. So I have to say no. But 3 digits is possible. But 4 digits, I can't. Oh yes, five from. Oh, I'm gonna slaughter your name. Jeez. Daniyor Abdulazhanov has super chatted $5. Can you check 310 2017 Perkins? Same thing happened as right now. So the XRP USD will likely drop to 21.3 cents. We could take a peek at that. Let's take a peek. Looking at now. In the United States, we do things very different. We don't use the metric system. We have like yards and feet and inches. We don't use centimeters, meters, or kilometers. We have miles. So I see the way you've written your date. That's very different from how I write my dates because we do it differently here. So I don't know if you're saying March 10th or October 3rd. So I will take a peek back at it. And I'm going to turn off all these moving averages. So let's say you're doing October 3rd. I don't see anything there. 310. That would be right there. Okay, so you're asking if this is like a bounce and retrace? Let me see if I can find your name and see if you've written anything in here. Donovan. Oh, I'm not seeing a response from you. So, in regards to any of this in the past, I think 31017. I can't make any sense of what 31017 is or what 10317 is in relation to right now. So no, I would say no, I don't think it's the same thing. And do I think it will drop to 2130? And it's up in the air. I'm not betting on it. The only if it did end up doing it, I'd make a small buy. It wouldn't be anywhere near what I already have. It would just be kind of some side cash that I have laying. Well, I accidentally moved my microphone. Sorry. March 10th, 2017. Do I think it's this crazy thing? No. Honestly, I thought this is what the stock market was doing, but it's not. It's going, I thought it was doing this. It was just doing a short squeeze and then it would fall back down, but it's not. It's going full bubble, which is scary. So I don't know. I hope I answered your question. Okay, so let's see. I'm gonna go back and answer questions that I may have missed. Okay, so if XRP hits, say, $10, do you think ODL will have enough volume to keep the price stable so there isn't another 95% retracement? Unlikely, because what will happen is the price will fire up so high that speculators will come in. So there'll be so much speculating that will come in. So whether or not there's utility driving the price up, speculators will drive the price up as well. And then either way, they'll expand that price too far away from the moving averages, and it'll just have to do natural corrections until it falls back and keeps up with utility price again, I would think. Stevie Ripple, what's going on, man? Okay, so let's see. What does the golden cross mean for XRP? Okay, I'll show you. So there's a lot of traders out there who will trade based off of moving averages. Sometimes they'll use these moving averages or they'll use the exponential moving averages, which you've heard of as EMAs. And sometimes they'll use 10s, 20s, 21s, all different varieties of them. And really, it's all about finding the one that works on the chart that you're looking at. In my opinion, do I think any of these work on a daily time frame on XRP? I'll let you kind of look at it and you tell me what you think. 3, 2, 1. No, I don't think it does at all. But what you see is whenever you have a golden cross or a 50 crossing 100 or a 50 crossing a 200, the golden cross, it's just confirming that a trend has already changed. So it's not so much that Once it crosses, you buy it and it goes to the moon, it could still pull back and touch those. But what will happen will be that day traders will see that there's been a golden cross. They'll see that the trend is upward and that the price is above the 50 moving average and the 50 moving average is above the 200 moving average. So when the price eventually returns to mean or returns to the average, day traders will buy in at that level and support the price there. So what it really means is not a whole lot, except for the fact that that was likely the bottom. And once this comes up here and this price expands away from the mean, once it finally returns to it, day traders will have enough confirmation to buy and use that as a support line. What do I personally think XRP and Bitcoin will do this year? Well, it would actually take me quite a while to explain that, but I do have two videos out on that topic that I posted at the end of December, and I still stand by both of those. So, mind you, I posted both of those while the price was still down here. So, if you want to go check those out, one of them is titled Bitcoin Price Prediction 2020, and the other one is Ripple XRP Price Prediction 2020. So when the stream's over, if you want to check those out, you can see. I try to build a case with everything, right? I don't just like to throw predictions out there. I like to show you exactly how I come to those prices. So, as I always say, this is not financial advice. This is kind of just my opinion. But if you want to see how I got to the conclusion that I got to, I always show my work so you guys can, cross-reference it. You can scrutinize it. You can do whatever you want. But I'll show you exactly how I got, to the prices that I think. So Snake Jones, what about China economic communism collapse? It would just be speculation. I can't predict if that's anything or if this is all just part of the uh the show that we're watching, if you get what I'm saying. The horse and pony show. Hey, BC Backer, the target you drew from your previous video for $13, what month was that target? Okay, that's a good thing to touch topics on because I just want to reiterate it real quick. A lot of times you'll see me use fractals and I'll overlay fractals on there, and I'm using them specifically to show you price levels. And I had some comments on a video, and I haven't really had this in the past, but for some reason in a video a couple videos ago, people thought that I was using that as timing. So no, if I'm overlaying a fractal, it's not for timing. It is just for price levels. So for when $13 will happen and what month that will happen, I don't know. I don't know. Nobody knows. People will predict it and be wrong, and then they'll predict it again and be wrong, and predict it again and be wrong, and predict it again and be wrong, and then eventually they'll predict it and they'll be right. You know, but I prefer not to do that. Action Jackson. No, I actually don't follow any of the drama on Twitter. I see it, I move on from it. Oh, there we go. Daniel Main, nothing better than drinking coffee at 12 a.m. to stay up and watch BC Backer. Well, man, I'm gonna have to keep this stream going a little longer, else it'll be a waste of time for you to drink all that caffeine this late. I Yeah, Andreas F. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I'm just gonna say Andreas Backer. You rarely do live streams. I got to go to work, man. I know. I really do them. I don't know when the last time was. It could have been 3 weeks ago when I did a live stream. So I'm sorry. It's been a while. And you know what? I'm so tired today. It was really exhausting and stressful, like creating that video to tell everybody, I got approved for the memberships. And like, you know what? For for most of the world and most content creators in the world, that would be something to be very celebratory over. And that's something that should be celebrated. But I'm also very aware of what has happened in this community and how there's negative sentiment towards that. So it was stressful for me to do that. Um, but I'm glad I got it out, and you guys came out and showed your support. I think that video's got 1,000 likes on it, and and that's awesome. So thank you guys for sticking with me and showing, and you guys a lot of nice comments too. Of course, you got the couple of, you know, the people who got to say what they got to say, but for the most part, you guys have been so incredibly supportive. Thank you. And on that note, Ronnie Early has super chatted $2. Thank you, BC. Well, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you. Back to the chat. Man, it would be cool if we got a breakout here, huh? But you know what was crazy is I was working on that video this morning, right? And I was doing everything and getting it, and I was over here, and I don't know if you guys use TradingView very often, but TradingView's been acting weird today. And I was looking over here on this, and I noticed it said like $9,800 for Bitcoin, and I'm just like, okay, okay, whatever. It's still just sitting there. And then at some point, I noticed over here it said like 10,300, but it still said 98 over here, and it just threw me back. I didn't realize it, right? I'm over here in the middle of my own world doing my own thing, and Twitter's on fire. Okay, Paul Molinaro. From someone in the space of September 2017, I will tell you why your channel exploded. It's because you provide very good chart analysis on XRP solely, and that has been missing in this space. Yeah, thank you so much, Paul. And the, I just I you know I talk about what I do to work. I go to banks all the time. I have to. I didn't even talk about this on my channel, okay? But last Friday, I had to go send a wire transfer, and anybody who's been around for a really long time has heard me tell this story again, tell this story, but I'm going to tell it again because it just happened to me on Friday. But I go in there, I've got, a sheet of paper. I need a wire transfer, a lot of money, okay? A lot. Oh, Brent, thank you so much. I'm going to get right back to that. I'm going to get right back to that, but I want to tell this story real fast. So I go in on Friday to go do a wire transfer to the other side of the world, and I've got a piece of paper, and it's got the address, it's got, the account numbers, it's got the company name, it's got everything, and we're filling it all out. And I'm telling you, I've done it like 50 times on this one company. I've done it 50 times. And she gets it and she's typing it all out. And before she hands it back to me, I tell her the same thing I tell everybody. I say, hey, I don't want you to take any offense by this, but once you hand me that sheet of paper and ask me to review it, there's a 90% chance I'm going to tell you something's wrong on it and we have to go back and fix it because I'm so nervous about wire transfers and I don't know what to do. And I just want to make sure it's completely perfect. And she goes, you know what? You should be worried. I understand. And that's not the first time they've ever told me that. And it's not nice when you're sending thousands of dollars to hear that, that you should be worried. So she brings back the piece of paper and she hands it to me, and she's got like the address stretched over to the company name portion. And I'm like, well, wait, or she's got like the company name portion stretched over to the address part. Like she couldn't fit the whole name of the company in the company name or beneficiary section. So she had part of the company name over in the address section. And I'm like, well, wait a minute. Why are we doing this? I've done this like 50 times. We've never done this. She goes, I just can't fit it. I'm like, but why? We've done it so many times. And she's like, well, look, there's nothing you really need to worry about. I'll be honest with you. When they get this stuff and it gets there, it just comes out on a printout piece of paper. It doesn't even say this beneficiary stuff and whatever. Against my better judgment, I say, okay, let's do it. Fine, let's just send it. And so we send it, and this is Friday morning. And Saturday morning, I check to see if that wire transfer has made it to the other side of the world. No, it hasn't. Sunday, I check. It hasn't made it. So now here I am stressing out because now it's been 48 hours since I've sent this wire transfer, and we did it with this like I shouldn't have let her do it this way. I should have been more critical about this dang address situation on the address and then the company name, and shouldn't have let her put those other digits in the address thing. And so Monday morning comes, and boom, the wire transfer has made it. So 72 hours later, it got there, but I got to be like super stressed out for that whole time period. Um, and so when it comes to like XRP and we talk about XRP and like regarding that comment saying, the reason why the channel is doing well is because I stick to XRP and stuff like that. Well, it all comes back to a lot of this cryptocurrency stuff. It's pretty confusing to me, just straight up, understand, I've taken a lot of computer science classes. I almost have a completed computer science degree. I do have another bachelor's degree, but I like literally almost have a computer science degree as well. But we didn't have blockchain or anything like that. But data structures and all that stuff is, oh man, stacks and okay. But understanding all of that stuff from a very technical perspective is difficult for me, so I don't really understand a lot of that stuff. But what I do understand when we're all talking about different cryptocurrencies and we say which one's the best, well, it's because the way the coding is written on this stuff. Well, I can't verify that. I don't have a way to know that. But what I do know is that when I send wire transfers, that sucks. That sucks bad. And I do know that there's a company that is trying to be a competitor to that system that we have right now. That is the only system that we have right now, where I have to go into a bank and I have to write down this address that's wrong and be told by a banker that I should be worried about sending this money. And then it's just gone for 3 days and I have no idea where it is. And that there's a company called Ripple that's going to be competing with that system to make it more safer, more secure. The money will move in minutes or a minute, and it won't be $45 per international wire. It'll be like $10. I mean, honestly, it costs cents, but the bank's going to want their cut. So it's like that I can get. You know what I mean? So that's the reason why XRP is my favorite. I mean, I totally get why people love Bitcoin. I get, they want to be down with the system or whatever like that. But, from my personal life and what I do and the use case and the problem that it could solve, I understand the problem because I experienced the problem. And it's not until you feel that worry when you see all that money leave your bank account and it's just gone and you don't see it. So, man, I was just rambling for like 5 minutes and walking around my office. I'm going to sit back down and read this chat and breathe. Okay. How long are we into this thing? 36 minutes? Sweet. Okay, wait. I need to go back to that 4.99. Brent McElwee super chatted 4.99. Thank you, Brent. I'm so sorry I went on that rant and had to finish it. So thank you. I really appreciate your support. That's great. Thank you. Sorry, I'm trying to breathe. Okay, I think I'm catching up to chat now. Holy moly, I was behind. Okay. So here we go. Michael Allen, what do you think about CoinMarketCap liquidity metrics coming out with to give better price discovery? I don't know. I mean, they came out with stuff like that a few months ago. Did we really see anything from it? Sleep the sheep. I just quit my job. Wire transfers were $25 domestic and $30 international. Crazy, right? Yeah, and I don't know how you're getting $30 international. That's crazy to me. I can't get $45, get less than $45 anywhere I go. They do try to do it like all of them have a trick up their sleeve where they're like, "We'll do international wire transfers if you do currency conversion with us, and we'll do it for free." But I know they're trying to hose you on the currency conversion portion of it. Oh, Cryptopolis. What's up, man? You're my favorite TA guy on YouTube. Okay, well, you're the only TA guy I listen to. Well, hey, thank you so much. Yeah, I don't know how long ago you wrote that, man, but I just got to it. And I realized I'm scrolled up on the chat. I'm not lagging. I'm just scrolled up high. And I'm using low latency on this stream, but I'm so far behind in the chat. It's like it doesn't even matter. It's like I'm lagged anyway. Kane Cotero. Surely once this gets used as intended, it'll act totally different to all the other coins, including Bitcoin. Yeah, I mean, that's what you would think, right? We'll see. It's just, it's real speculative to make that assumption, but I agree with it, right? How else are you going to compete with wire transfers and send that much money and it not affect the price? So in that way, utility would. But I'm also curious to see if utility will have to follow speculation, because once you insert liquidity in, then by speculation, then you can prove that money can move and large volumes of money can move because there's already so much money moving in the market. And then, whoa, Oh, holy moly. I don't even know what that is. R50. What is that? Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Did you leave a comment? No, super chatted. What is R50? I don't know. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Joaquim Santos. Sound is gone. Yeah, is the sound gone? I'm seeing the audio stream's current bitrate is 0. It's lower than recommended bitrate. We recommend that you use an audio bitrate of 128. Hopefully you guys can hear me. If you can hear me, type 128. Hopefully. Okay. Whoa. JCC donated $2 through Super Chat. Hello from China. Well, hello, China. 128. There we go. David R. What's going on? So any of the members who signed up today, and if you weren't here, I did absolutely. Oh man, there goes the 128s like crazy. Okay. Uh, so anybody who's a member, you got the little arrow next to your name. Thank you guys so much for signing up. I did give you all personal shout out at the very beginning of the stream, and so I'm very grateful for you guys. Thank you. So what's the deal? If XRP is going after the derivatives market, then XRP can't be used by the banking system, or does that mean Stellar would be used in its instead? I think the XRP will be used in the banking system. 821 Stevie Ripple. Nice. Greetings from South Africa, Dawi de Jagger. Hey, what's going on? It is weird. It is weird. I have like this, thinking like this big net going throughout the whole world, and it's call coming back to my office right here. Okay, Remus Stealth. I'm bothered about XRP not even keeping pace with EOS, which is a true security. I guess there's just enough love for XRP at this stage because most investors are anti-banks. Okay, let's remind everybody. You see this? This move right here. Was anybody here before this moment right here? Let me zoom in. Was anybody in right before that moment right there? Because the rest of the market, let's go over here. We'll compare Bitcoin over the dollar. Let's see if it works. And we'll put it on the daily time frame. Come on. Where are you at? And then we'll put Litecoin over it too. Let's put Litecoin and Ethereum because those are the like the top four, right? I mean, whether you like Litecoin, whether you don't, whether you like Ethereum, whether you don't, we all have to acknowledge in 2017 bull run at the end, those were the top four. Litecoin over the dollar. Where are you at? There you are. And then we got to do Ethereum. Ethereum over the dollar. Bingo. Okay. So if you're getting bored by XRP and you're saying, why is everything else taking off except for XRP? Can you imagine what this moment was like before the takeoff? So here you are chilling, and XRP is down nearly 50% off its all-time high that was set back in May. So here we are in December of the bull run. This is where media coverage is already in full swing, right? Bitcoin's at 16 grand. The internet's on fire. CNBC is talking about Bitcoin, and Bitcoin's at nearly $17,000. 000. 000. We're like right at the top. And, 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 and XRP is still 25 cents. Vladimir Kim donated $2 through Super Chat. BC, what is your FOMO price? I'll get back to that. I promise. I promise I'll get back to it. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Oh, and I got a new member. I see I have a new member. Nice. Okay, we'll get to that in a minute. Here's XRP down 50%, and the rest of the market is taking off. Every single thing has broken out above all-time highs. Look at this. This blue one, is that Litecoin? Look at Litecoin. So look at this timing. When XRP was 43 cents, Litecoin was $25. So now XRP is no longer at 43 cents. It's now at 25, and XRP is no longer at $25. It's up at like darn near $190. So XRP has historically done this. So this is not like unusual behavior to see this happen. So you have to remember, in order to have those really big explosions, you usually get really strong consolidation. And so if you think this is bad, let's get to live times right now, right? So there you have it. Let's go down to the bottom, right? Oh, this is tough. There we go. Okay, there we go. So in regards to like Litecoin, right, it's not too far off. Yes, it is behind Ethereum and it is behind Bitcoin, but you know, it's following. So yeah, I don't know. I don't want to like beat a dead horse and saying the same thing over and over again, but it's just, you know, you gotta wait. You gotta wait. There you go. So I have no worries about what's happening right here, because I remember, and you can talk to anybody who had to help hold through that 2017 stuff and didn't like FOMO by the big green candle, but like we're in it prior to that green candle, that it was so toxically bad. You had no clue. I hope there's somebody in here who's like shaking their head, like, or nodding with me in agreement, like, yeah, this is normal. Like, this isn't bad at all. This is not bad at all. So, you know, while it's good, just say to yourself, can I hold out through this? Holy moly, all these members, what am I doing? Okay, hold on. I've got to find them and acknowledge them. Okay, see all. There we go. Keep food fresh longer became a backer. Thank you. And Mark Flynn became a backer. Thank you, Mark. And Peter Fangel. Oh, I'm sorry. You became a member too. You became a backer. Thank you guys for all becoming backers of my channel and supporting me. I really, really appreciate it. Okay, now that I've rambled for so long and I've got all this just jungled mess on here, let's get back to the chat. Oh yeah, it shows it in the chat when somebody does it, when somebody becomes a member. It doesn't do it on my streaming software. Need to figure that out. Oh geez, there's another one. Bill Cronny, welcome to being a backer. Thank you so much, Bill Cronley. All right, let's get back to the chat. Let me go here. So I answered that one really detailed. The XRP pump happened because all the alts already had pumped then, including Bitcoin, and it all went into XRP. Well, that plays into the whole rotation idea, right? That's possible. If you ask Brad Garlinghouse, who's talked on this topic before, that they were surprised it happened too. So they'll tell you that price surge was a speculative price surge. So they'll tell you that as well. They'll tell you that wasn't based on utility. The one thing you have to see just about this market in general is that it does have extreme volatility, extreme. And that's why you see these 95% pull downs, and that's why you see 10,000% gains. Everything had, you know, the 10,000% gains. It wasn't just XRP, it was really everything. And that provides a valid point, though, right? Excuse me. So what happens if XRP is the last one to pump? Right? What if that happens? Is there a utility use case for XRP in In that scenario, is there a utility use case? XRP Superman Punch donated $2 through Super Chat. Thank you so much. Hi, I found you. Thanks to the Working Money channel. Nice. Thanks, Working Money channel. Oh, I lost my train of thought. What was I saying? What was I saying? Oh, okay. So, is there a use case for XRP? Is it being like the last one to pump? Well, let's think about it. What happened during the bull run of 2017 with Bitcoin? The network got clogged and it got expensive. I remember just testing out stuff and it was costing like if I wanted to send $100 somewhere, $100 worth of Bitcoin, it would cost like $30 to send it. It was crazy. It was ludicrous. It was totally backed up. And it got to a point where you were lucky, super lucky, if you could get it somewhere in 6 hours. So then what happened was that there was so much money and everybody wanting to get it off as fast as possible. How can you move money quickly in that scenario during the peak of a bull blow off top? How do you get money out as fast as you can? You put it in XRP because it moves really fast and then you send it to the exchanges. So what happened? A ton of money got poured into to XRP and it got pushed over to, Coinbase or wherever it went. So that's another use case. Like that or not, that is a use case. Is that XRP can be used as the mechanism and vehicle for all the liquidity to escape the crypto market at the peak of a bull run, because we have seen it before. And you can see it right here. Here, I'll show you. I've got it on this chart. Get off this log. Come on. But you can see this is Bitcoin and Litecoin both topping, and then XRP being used at the end. Okay, I think I've missed a bunch of stuff. I'm so sorry. Let's get back here. I think I've gotten like seven members. Oh, I have. Okay, Bill Cronley. I think I've already acknowledged you. Thank you so much. John Bushland became a backer. Thank you so much. Corey SPR89. Thank you for becoming a backer and supporting my channel. And Forrest Rao. Thank you for becoming a backer. Thank you for the support. It means a lot. Today has been a stressful day for me getting all this out because I just wasn't sure how everybody was going to handle it with everything that's gone on in the past. And you guys have shown your true colors, have been very supportive of me. And thank you. Thank you so much. It's been a wild day. Okay. I did not acknowledge you, Vladimir Kim, which super chatted $2. BC, what is your FOMO price? My FOMO price. So I don't think I have a FOMO price because I've already entered into the market, so I'm fully in. But like, what price will get me really excited? So the first price that would get me really excited is seeing us cross 42 cents and seeing us cross it fast. So 30 cents is the first mark we have to get through. Then if we get through 42 cents quickly, I'll be happy about that and I'll say, okay, things are looking awesome. Then we get into the 50s and we consolidate in the 50s for a little while. Don't know how long, a little while. Then we break up higher. Then I want to see us get through $1.70 and then get us through $2.25. And then, of course, break all-time high. And then once all-time high is broken, I don't see any stopping points until 13. And if 13 doesn't stop us, then it would be 26 that would stop us, I would think. And Bart, I think I acknowledged you, but if I didn't, I don't recall acknowledging you, Bart Key White. I'm sorry, I'm not going to say your last name because I don't want to be rude. Bart, thank you for the 349. I think that's pounds. I don't know. Thank you. Okay, so if XRP hits 25 bucks and you want to pull out 50,000, what exchange will you use with the lowest fees and what is your process? That's a good question. Now things might change between now and then, right? You would think that in order for a super mega awesome incredible bull run that things would change in this market slightly, right? That there would be more on ramps available for retail consumers. So I would expect that retail consumers would easily be able to get into this market and be able to get out of this market. Currently, if I had to do it, it would be, and okay, I'm not sponsored. They don't give me anything for saying this, and I don't have an affiliate link for you to go sign up for it. Nothing. I would send it to Coinbase, put it on Coinbase Pro, sell it for the 0.5% fee, because if you sell it directly on Coinbase, you're going to pay like a 1.4% fee for that volume of XRP or dollars, whatever that is, 50,000 XRP, $50,000, either one. You're going to pay a 1.4% fee by selling it on Coinbase. So instead, I would sell it on Coinbase Pro for a 0.5% fee, then transfer it. You're going to have to get your limits increased with Coinbase Pro, and you're going to have to move it back to Coinbase. And then from there, you can have it directly deposited into your bank account or wire transferred to your bank account. That's how I would do it. Okay, did I miss more stuff? What is going on here? Okay, cool. Cool, cool, cool. All right, here we go. Let's get all the way back to current times. All right, I'm live. I got to skip all the chat. I was too far behind. We got to keep up with live times. Craig Wendell Rat. All of us in crypto need to remind ourselves that 5% gains in traditional markets is considered good. My overall portfolio is already up 42%. I was like negative 15% in December, and that's just insane. Yeah, well, yeah, that's what's the attractive thing about these markets, right? Is that they are so incredibly volatile. Can you show XRP from low to high on the current? Yeah, and here, let me get rid of all this stuff. We're gonna move it on from this one, guys. There we go. Get it back on the screen looking normal. There we go. Thanks for your inputs and your insights, B-Backer. Really appreciate your demeanor and attitude as well. Your common sense is reassuring some days. Well, awesome. You're welcome, and thank you, Mr. VH, a member. Joey, donating 5. Forgive me if old and debunked. I'm a noob. Any thoughts on Shane Ellis theory? Claims to explain how XRP can hit crazy high prices. Grain of salt. To be honest with you, I haven't done a ton of research on Shane Ellis theory. I really just kind of stick to the stuff that I have. Anything that claiming crazy high prices, it just it just doesn't show up on my charts. So any type of speculation on like crazy high numbers. Here's what I think everybody should do, right? It's like a personal exercise because I often wonder this a lot. Is that what dollar number is it that you need in your life that you have this imagination of this certain dollar that would make you happy and solve all of your problems in life? And then how much XRP do you have? And then what price does XRP have to reach in order to solve all those problems? And I wonder if some people look for ways that the price could hit those price. I'm not saying you're doing this. I'm very grateful for the $5. I'm not saying you're doing this. I'm just trying to like think abstractly about the whole market because I see this stuff about 4-figure XRP all the time, and I wonder how many people like hold on to hope of like really high 4-digit prices because it works into the mathematical equation that they've created for themselves, if you follow what I'm saying, because of their current bag, their current holding, and how much of that is based really on like technical analysis or off of like, what I consider realistic, even though it sounds ludicrous, $13, $26 sounds ludicrous, but I do consider it to be realistic. And how many people hold on to that 4-digit number because it just works into what they can afford to own right now and what it would solve their problems with. I don't know. Just thought I'd throw that out there, and thank you so much. I have not looked into the Shane Ellis theory. I'm real sorry. Shane Ellis theory is based on how order books are wiped. It is based on true theory, but unlike with XRP due to function of it being global and existing on multiple exchanges. Okay. So I can't comment on that. Really, if anything, I've done everything I can to avoid order books or in this market because so much of it is faked. So much. And it always has been. The order books are completely fake. So, okay, you know what, guys? I did what I set out to do, and that is a 1 hour live stream. And in three, two, one, boom, 1 hour. So I'm gonna quit while things are going okay. I haven't run out of things to talk about. I think that's a good thing rather than getting to a point where I'm really tired. So I want to thank you all so much, and thank you to all the super chats, all the members. Like this was awesome. Like it feels good. And I haven't acknowledged this. There's 577 people in here, and that's amazing. Thank you all for coming in here. Thank you all for watching. Hopefully we get a little bit more on the board in the next couple of days. I'll put together, my normal stuff tomorrow morning. We'll get a good video going out there. And I've been real, I don't talk about it, but man, I'm so busy in my life right now. But I have tried to not talk about that because I've been busy at other times and I talked about that, but I just haven't been talking about it now. But super, super busy. But here we go. This is it. We'll get the video out tomorrow and I have more time to like hang out with you. That's where I'm getting with. I'm not super busy tomorrow, so I'll be like hanging out. So, okay. Thank you all. Thank you so much for watching. Please like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel to get notified of when I go live and when I create new content. I don't know how I'm going to work it in there that, hey, if you want to support the channel, consider being a member and hitting the join button. But that's it. So what do I do from here? I say, okay, this is not investment advice and I am not a financial advisor. But if you ever need to pick me up or a little bit of reassurance, just remember that the blockchain backers got your back. Have a good one.